Well, listen, I'm sitting in a low chair. I'm really not this small. But we were working Sal, getting it in through the school was out and things are slow and graduation's coming up on Saturday. But we have Sal from Sal's Pizza on Sunset.
Welcome, Sal.
And Sal was back
Always glad to have you.
some time ago, and we had a nice interview and discussion. But Sandra and I are going to talk with him. As you know, we are really pushing the ratings and how food is prepared and the things that last week we worked really hard on telling about the temperature of the meats and the equipment and the service and the sanitation. So Sal, tell us, refresh our memory, our customers, your customers, about yourself, and then Sandra and I will inquire. And if you have any questions, feel free to call. I do look like a midget.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sal. I work at Sal's Pizza on Sunset, like you said. I have been doing this for a long number of years. And the topic today, I think it is most important to understand for two reasons. It reflects where you should not go, and it also reflects where you should understand the
Right.
score, what it is.
Right. Well, when I've been into your restaurant, the reason I ask you to come, Sal, you're always so willing, number one. You're always willing to be the guinea pig.
Well,
But anyway, number two, you always have a good grade. You always have a good sanitation grade.
But sanitation grade is about caring about your customer.
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
It's about caring, in my opinion.
Yes.
I mean, if I don't want to ever be mediocre.
Yes.
Anybody can be mediocre.
Anybody can
Well,
be mediocre.
One question that I ask in every interview is I ask the person, what is your understanding of customer service?
Right.
And somebody says, oh, well, making the people happy and sending them, fine. Okay, well, do you think fingerprints on the door are customer service? Do you think a clean floor is a customer service? Do you think, and we bring them, and it really what boils down from front door to the back door.
Right.
And the most important part of it is that rating. That rating does reflect not only your knowledge and your skills in managing, especially a busy food operation. Mistakes there are deadly. I mean, I've seen, we've heard of lots of places where somebody made a mistake, put the chickens over the lettuce, it leaked on it. They picked the chicken, they cooked it, it was okay. 3 days later, they have salmonella in the lettuce.
Well, you've got a very good point. People do think that just being nice to customers is customer service, and that's
Absolutely.
it. That's where it ends.
Absolutely.
And that's not where it ends. You've got a very good point.
Absolutely.
The
That's-
clean floor, the clean restaurant, the clean this.
The
That
appearance.
is a customer.
Even the pictures on the wall. If I go into a restaurant
right.
and they have pictures and they're cattywampus,
yeah.
I said, "Damn, I don't want
Yeah.
that. I want them straight.
Right.
I want them looking good.
Right.
The dusting, the all the little things that you look at every day.
Yeah.
It's just like mama's home.
Yeah.
I want
You-
somebody out with a broom occasionally, and you see them sweeping the
Yeah.
floor.
The outside maintenance is the daily task
Oh.
that everybody should perform.
First impression.
Absolutely.
First
Now,
impression.
he mentioned something I want to ask you as a restaurant owner. There is something, I have a pet peeve about, okay, sweeping the floor, I really commend them for that.
Sure.
Don't sweep around my table when I'm eating.
Don't-
And they do it.
Don't sweep when you have people inside, period.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
the dust is going in my food.
No, absolutely.
So you agree with that?
Absolutely. No, I don't let any cleaning being performed while service.
Right. Right.
Because this should have been done before or after.
right.
What were you doing before? I mean, we get busy 2 hours a day, and
Yeah.
the rest 3-4 hours of your shift.
Right.
What do we do? And we do that. We perform those tasks.
Tell
And I
me-
usually have lists, and people follow it. My team is awesome with it.
Yes, yes.
But a lot of it gets back, as you were saying, and when we were talking, because Cracker Barrel, we keep I brought up about the Raleigh 75 and the local 85 or 86, is management. You know, if I'm in charge, I'm the one, the buck stops at the top.
Yes.
That the buck stops there.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you
I-
get the blame no matter
I'm very
what.
I'm very familiar with the structure of Cracker Barrel, and I'm not going to sit here and name them because I know their pros. The number of years that I've known managers, I've been interviewed by them, they know what they're doing. I think the problem is labor and the quality of people available. Like we're back to the rating, that what we're here for. It's knowledge. You go, you get your safe serve, and you put it on the wall. Well, what did you learn from it? What did the Food and Drugs Administration has the Act, the Food and Drug Administration Act. We all live by that. That administers all the food productions in our country, making sure that it's produced safe, wholesome, in a sanitary process. And that flows down all the way on a county level. Now, Nash County, I love those guys. I mean,
They're good to work
salute, salute. Great department, knowledgeable people, very, very objective. Then again, we understand the role of what is an inspector. Inspector is a person that comes in and ensures that your operations is clean, your temperatures are correct, you're producing in a healthy standard, and you're doing what the law requires you to do. So really, he's a coach.
That's right.
What they do is that if he sees a mistake with you, he will write it down in the report.
Right.
He won't take points. It's your first
Okay.
time.
First time, they're usually pretty lenient.
But he brings it to your attention. This
Yes.
should not be this way. This is, do you understand
Yes.
it? No,
It's
if he doesn't,
educational.
yeah. If he doesn't, no, that's his job.
Yeah, that's right. But
He's the manager,
So
really.
he writes it down.
Okay.
So when he comes in and he tells me, Sal, this should not be there because the washable should be here and the non-washable should be here, and he tells us why. Is me and the cooks are behind me.
Yes.
Now, okay, we take it. Fine. He write it down as a note. Then 3 months later, when he comes back and we do get inspected, the law requires 1 to 4 times a year.
Right.
Okay.
Usually, Nash is good at 4 times. And he comes in the next time. If he sees it, he's gonna deduct half of the value.
Right. Because he's already told you.
He
one time.
already told me, and you didn't fix it. So if it's worth 2 points,
So
he's
you're
gonna
going to
take
start getting points
One.
now.
1 point. Now, if he comes in a
Third time.
and we still have the same mistake, Will be very upset.
Yes. They're going to
And
say
he
by
should
then,
be.
we are
And he should
tired of this.
exactly. Now we come back to justification. So when he reflects that rating, now I want to tell the viewers, don't go by it. Like, so you see a 92, a 94, a 96, a 97, 91. Those are all the same. The same meaning, once you pass the 90, you've passed your food productions. Your temperatures are correct, your storages are correct, your health is good, you're cleaning the bag, sanitized, everything is good. So what he busted one of the cooks without a hat. That's 2 points.
Well, I can live with that.
Yeah,
I can
probably
live
he
with that.
probably he busted a toilet paper that ran out, and he'll take 2 points, or a hand soap. I can live with those. So when
Okay.
you look at the
I
rating,
like clean restaurants.
Yes.
absolutely, but no. But if the toilet paper is not there,
Yeah.
let it be 110% spotless. No toilet paper is at -2.
Oh, my word. Really?
Absolutely.
So no toilet paper in the bathroom is 2 points.
Even if
it
it's
should
just
be.
finished.
It should be. Can you imagine?
Hand soap,
Yeah.
no hand soap, 2 points.
Oh, yeah. And it should be. You got to wash your hands.
So that's where we're looking at the 90s. The problem that I have is with people under 90. Under 90 is a disaster. Under 90, that means you are failing in your productions. You're failing in your temperatures.
If you've got a 90 or below, it's not a light bulb.
Under 90. 90 and up is the good part. once you get to the 90, you've passed your productions.
Yes,
So now you're dealing with service.
right.
You're dealing with a hat, you're dealing with this fell down, buddy here decided to go get him a coffee in a breakable container without a cover, and he puts it on the prep table. That's -2.
Oh, wow.
It should be non-breakable, covered. And
This is good stuff. I
So,
mean, Sal is very knowledgeable.
well, this is what the rating means.
Yeah.
Now, I'll give you an example. They asked me, Sal, why don't you sell slices?
Oh, yeah, the slices of pizza.
Now.
Answer that.
The law allows us to store food at room temperature within the danger zone for 1 hour.
1 hour.
The danger zone is 41 to 135.
Okay.
So your room usually runs between, I don't know, 69 to 75. So you're right there in the middle. Once the 60-minute pass by, that item should be discarded,
Okay.
disposed of, done, expired.
After 1 hour.
After 1 hour. So to ensure that, the inspector requires people that do sell slices to have a time board somewhere behind and go like, okay, cheese came out at 12 o'clock. 1 o'clock, discarded. So most people, what they do is because they're so slow,
Yes.
instead of discarding it, will change the time.
Right.
It didn't come out 12, it came out 1.
Slices of pizza are going to stay there for
Stay
a
there
while
forever.
to be sold.
Absolutely. And
Whereas if you're selling a whole pizza, that person's going to get it right then and it's gone.
fine, but we're talking about what happened between 41 and 135 is the bacteria multiplies logarithmically.
Yes.
1, 10,000, 10,000 by the second.
Oh,
So once you pass that 60-minute margin, that process starts. You cannot stop it. That process starts. Once it
Right.
starts, it depends on how long it was, it'll become how bad it was.
right.
But it started.
So bacteria is just growing.
It's just growing, 60 minutes. So that's why if I'm not going to sell the whole pizza in slices and I have to throw one every 45 minutes,
Right.
it's, I know to me it's not feasible. So I got
Right. I
that's why we don't
understand
sell slices. I don't buy slices from slow places. If you go to Boston, you go to New York, you get 15,000 people
They
walking
turn
by
the
you
food over.
every hour. Yes, you put the pizza, 3 minutes later, fly.
Yeah.
Gone. That's great.
Got it.
But other than that, it's not good.
Okay. And you talked about the lasagna, your lasagna.
Absolutely the same.
There's
same.
a cooling time
The-
to
there-
lasagna.
Well, that's the process in the back. You got the temperatures. For example, chicken must reach 165. Ground beef must reach 155. Beef, chicken, the beef and fish must reach 145. So you got those temperatures that you have to control now. At the same time, you have the boiling temperature, the holding temperature, and the cooking one. When you get something so hot, boiling, and bring it down, you got 2 hours to bring it to 70, to transfer it to the walk-in cooler under 41, so that the process that we were talking about doesn't start.
Okay.
So if you cool it so fast, it's not good, and if you cool it so slow, it's not good either. So those kind of, the same with the lasagna. When we get it out of the oven, and I learned that here at Nash, actually, we had an incident where we just got the lasagna out of the oven, and it's waiting on a prep table to cool off. And the inspector objected to that. And I'm like, these are cooling process.
Right.
He said, no, this is food stored at room temperature.
Right.
You
Right.
see where the issues are, and these are all knowledge, and again, we go back to people that think they have table, a chair, and they can flip a burger in the back, oh, we have a restaurant.
Right.
There's a whole bunch of knowledge that you need to know, your staff need to know, your customer needs to know.
Yes.
So they know that you're doing it.
Right. Right.
And I
Wow.
think business should be distributed based on that from a customer point of view. I look at that person, he's not wearing, say, gloves. Yeah, ready-to-eat food. Do not look at ready-to-eat food, which is the food that's going to come from either the wrap or the plate to your mouth. If somebody touches it without gloves, they just broke the law.
You have been very informative this morning. Man,
And
We've
we
learned
want
a
to,
lot.
and we want to continue having
Yes,
this information, because the more we know,
yes.
the
Educate
better we make
us.
you too.
That is exactly what it is. It boils down to the customer is the boss. So when you go and complain about a waitress that was probably having a rough day with her baby, and she came and she's finding it very difficult to smile, and you think she has an attitude, we're better off looking at, oh, what are they doing with the food? What is their rating?
Yes.
How is their bathrooms?
Yes.
Is this a place that I can bring my family to eat here
Safely.
safely?
Safely.
Safety is
Exactly.
underlined, and that's where business should go. And that if the customer knows that, I mean, if you know, the food industry is the largest industry in the United States. There has been companies that succeeded and managed and became corporations that you cannot wreck with, selling burgers, flipping a burger.
Yeah,
So following this process is the key to success.
right.
Don't go with someone that's at 86 rating, and I'd go and pay him $22 a plate.
Right. Oh,
What are you encouraging?
I
Well,
can't
it's,
do that.
you know, it only takes a little more to be first class.
That's right. That's
A
right.
little, you know, I think about if I'd been cooking for 6 or 8 or 10 hours, then maybe you make a mistake during the day.
Right, right.
Mistakes. This is what we do. This is one of the roles of the inspector that I really wanted to say, and I lost the thought. His role is to prevent disasters from happening.
And you don't know when they can walk in.
Oh no, it's totally unannounced.
So they do not call you and say, all right, Sal, I'm coming tomorrow.
Absolutely not. And usually they walk in at busy time where you are actually performing the actual cooking.
Wow.
They're skillful to know because every inspector has a number of restaurants and he kind of familiar with them. These are
Right.
his stores.
Right.
He's the manager. He tells us what to do.
Right, right, right.
Now we either do it or we don't.
Okay. Well, thank you, Sal. Our time is up, but this has been very enlightening. It's helped us a great deal. And congratulations on always having your grade up. I mean, always, you're very conscious and conscientious of food safety and things like that, and we appreciate that.
Thank you.
And we
Thank you.
appreciate your restaurant.
Thank you so
And
much.
he has the best pizza,
Come
the
on
grandma
in.
pizza, the white. My family loves the white cheese pizza.
Yes.
You know that.
Oh, well,
so-
one of our favorite.
Yes.
Come and try us.
And
Well-
even if you want a salad, he's got the best big salads.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you and appreciate you taking time to come and share, and hopefully we can have these periodically, and we may invite you back, but we're going to
Anytime.
invite others because we need to send in opinions.
Yes. Yes.
But
Yes.
with that, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with our pharmacist and our pharmacy report in a moment. Thank you, Sal.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.